All right, my next music question. What was your first concert?
Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah, Weird Al.
Did we all just go to the same concert?
No, I don't think. You and I might have, honestly.
Yeah. Unless you were in Edmonton at the Citadel.
Right.
No. First
Mine was-
real?
Yeah,
Well, not real.
yeah, my parents and my friends' parents both like sort of surprised us with tickets to the concert to go together.
Oh, that's cute.
First real concert though was the Guess Who reunion tour with Joe Cocker as opening act, who kind of stole the show actually.
Dang.
There's a question. If we donate, do we need to adjust for exchange rates to be entered into the donation giveaway? No, you are making donations in Canadian. So when you click donate, you just type in $10.12 and that will work.
And then whatever the amount it actually charges you, it will have done the exchange. For
Yeah.
that. But it's important that you put in the amount that in Canadian dollars.
Yeah.
Okay, so further on the topic of concerts and music, whether or not they're touring or still together, what's a band you would drop anything to go see?
Does it have to be a band or could it be like an artist?
Oh yeah, singular artist, yeah, a performer, singular or plural.
But still
musically,
live though? Like
I
theoretically
would
possible?
I would say not even still alive. I'd like to what would you like to see most?
David Bowie.
David Bowie would be very high on my list.
I wonder if he ever came to Victoria.
David Bowie would be high on my list. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers would be high on my list. That'd be cool. Would have loved to have seen Tom Petty.
I mean, Queen. Yeah.
Oh, Queen would have been
Queen's
cool.
Did Queen ever even come to Canada, I wonder?
I think so. Probably true.
I'm sure they probably came to Canada at some point. Surely. Did Queen ever play in Canada? Sounds like, yeah, in the late 70s, they toured.
Absolutely Sheena Ringo for me, but it's a niche act.
Honestly, like if we're doing just one, it would be Bowie. But I was actually like pretty bummed that I didn't go to the like the Prozac last
Oh,
time.
that would've been cool.
Yeah.
Did they do it like a reunion tour or something?
Yeah, they did a farewell show in Toronto. And my ex-boyfriend hated the band and would not let me go, so I did not go.
Oh. There you go. In 1980, director Saul Swimmer approached Queen with the idea of producing a concert film, initially proposed to be shot at Madison Square Gardens. The band moved shooting to the Montreal Forum in Canada due to the audience being louder than the monitors there. 2 one-off gigs were played on the 24th and 25th of November 1981.
It's not really a tour, but yeah. I mean, I don't know. I gotta say, in a very, very old man-y kind of way, I'll be honest. I've been to, the concerts that I've been to recently, often find kind of loud.
Yeah.
To a sort of unpleasant degree, to the point, I don't know if it's my hearing or what, but like to the point where it's sort of, I find it just like I can't even like the sound is kind of distorted.
You should get. Do you have loops?
I know you can get there's sort of like partial earplugs.
Yeah.
I've had some people say too that using the AirPods Pro in isolation mode really cuts down on noise.
It does.
It's still just as enjoyable.
Although I put it to you that maybe everyone in your audience shouldn't have to wear earplugs.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I agree with you. But yeah,
It's,
I think that the existence of further developments in those concert goers' earplug technology is
Mhm.
a sign that a lot concerts are probably too loud.
Yeah.
I saw the Longest Johns in concert last summer. Super awesome in Vancouver. And but it was like it was a really neat venue and stuff. And they're more they're more sort of melodic songs were amazing. But I did find some of their when they really were when they ramped it up to some of their louder stuff, it was a little bit overpowering. And maybe I was just in an acoustically bad position or something. But
Though that seems like a group that could really easily find the resonance frequency of a human being.
Probably.
but I do very, very much enjoy like well done concert films, though. There's something about like even if I'm only like medium on the the particular artist or whatever, there's something about like especially like a really success or really like big concert, seeing somebody just like in their element, just rocky. I saw a video of was it the Killers with Bruce Springsteen, and like they brought Bruce Springsteen on for like a big thing at the end of their concert. And just see like it was so neat to just sort of vicariously see how excited the lead singer of the Killers
Yeah.
and just to sort of that this is like such an amazing, and they did an amazing job of sort of going back and forth, and Bruce Springsteen is of course amazing, but also like really respectful of the like he's singing their songs and they're singing his songs, and it was totally cool.
I saw them last year, and they're great live.
I'm getting like stripes on my face from my blinds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, friends, we got 1 minute left in the vinyl
go.
Envy record bundle. This is the final giveaway of our shift. We are coming into the final half an hour. Frankly, I am incredibly proud of all of us for staying up for as long as we have, considering every single one of us was at the office earlier working.
Yes.
I mean, the problem is I'm awake now, right? Like now I'm waking up again, right?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm hoping that I can just tough it out and stay up all, because I really don't want to fall asleep for a bunch of hours today, because I feel like I will feel like garbage. And I want to be back here for 4 for the end of this thing, obviously.
Yeah.
We also have just a few, probably less than a minute left in the silent auction that's going on. Yep.
Ooh.
It is almost done. So you can look forward to the very final silent auction of Desert Bus Express starting in about an hour. And that'll be for the final handcrafted Desert Bus Express logo on canvas. Thanks, Ian, for making the record player setup work. That was awesome.
Absolute pleasure to do so. It was a lot of fun.
I saw just to quickly to finish up our concert. I saw a question of what was the weirdest concert you've been to?
Oh, God.
I mean, I saw Poppy back when she was doing the whole culty thing.
Oh, I'm Poppy.
I mean, so it was in the concert. Will you accept DJ set?
Sure.
Yes.
2 years ago in Barcelona for MagicCon, Barcelona.
Oh, right.
We saw Elijah Wood,
Yeah.
and his buddy, and I can't remember the name of their duo. I'm sure somebody in chat will be able to figure it out. But we went to the party, Wooden Wisdom. Thank you. We went to the MagicCon party, and they had brought, because it was during Lord of the Rings, they had brought in Elijah Wood to spin vinyl. To be clear, it was the other guy who did most of the spinning. Elijah was mostly like digging through the crate and picking out albums. It was so freaking weird. It is so obvious that it wasn't quite what I think Wizards or whoever hired him was expecting, because it was like super.
It wasn't at all Lord of the Rings themed.
It wasn't. Well, it wasn't Lord of the Rings themes, but also it just wasn't really dancey. Like it was like super weird, like not weird, but just super eclectic world music from all over the place, and it was. I loved it. I personally had a phenomenal time. I just hung out and vibed and listened to the music, and I thought it was great. But you could tell everybody was like,
if you were there to like dance,
what's happening? And then they finished, and then the house DJ came back on, started pumping the top 40, and everybody, went back to dancing and getting on. Yeah, it was funny.
That's hilarious.
Graham and I went to a concert here in town of Philip Glass solo piano pieces.
Ooh.
Solo piano stuff. And we were like, yeah, Philip, like, I really liked, Koyanis Katsi and a bunch of his, like, his movie soundtracks and stuff. And I was like, oh, Philip Glass. Yeah, that'd be really cool. So I went to it. But the solo piano stuff is he's a minimalist composer is sort of his shtick. And oh boy, there was at one point, like, I almost burst out laughing in the middle, because he was like, talking about this piece that he did, and then he does it, and it's like this, doing stuff, and it's going, and it goes on for quite a while. And he does it, and then everybody claps, and then he's like, and then I want to do this other piece, and but I'm only going to play like the third movement of the piece, and does it, and then and I was like, everyone else could hear that's the same piece again, right?